Eddy Merckx was born on June 17, 1945, in Meenselkiezegem, Belgium, a small village located in the Flemish Brabant province. Merckx's early years were marked by a natural inclination toward sports. Raised in a family where physical activity was important, young Eddy found himself drawn to cycling at an early age. His father, a carpenter, would often take him to local races, which fostered a love for the sport. Although he initially showed an interest in soccer, cycling quickly took over his life as he started participating in amateur races in his youth. Merckx's passion for cycling flourished during his teenage years, and by the time he was 16, he had already won several local races. His early cycling career was characterized by determination, relentless drive, and an unyielding competitive spirit. These traits would go on to define his career. In 1961, at the age of 16, Merckx won the Belgian Junior Road. Merckx's early development as a rider was nurtured through local clubs, and his natural talent was immediately apparent. By 1964, he had joined a professional cycling team and quickly gained recognition for his ability to climb, his sprinting power, and his all-around prowess. He made his debut in the professional cycling world in 1965 at the Paris-Roubaix race, where his performances began to show that he was destined for greatness. Eddy Merckx's professional career took off in the late 1960s, and by the early 1970s, he had cemented his place as one of the most dominant figures in the history of cycling. Known as the Cannibal because of his insatiable hunger for victories, Merckx's style was one of complete dominance. His ability to excel in virtually every type of race from Grand Tour and classics to time trials and sprints made him a true all-around cyclist. Merckx's breakthrough season came in 1969, when he won his first Tour de France at the age of 24. He won the overall general classification, 5 stages, and claimed the points classification. This remarkable achievement set the tone for his career, and he would go on to become one of the most successful riders in cycling history. In 1970, Merckx achieved another landmark victory, winning the Giro d'Italia and becoming the first rider since 1949 to win all 3 Grand Tour Tour de France, Giro d'Italia, and Vuelta a España in the same year. This extraordinary accomplishment marked the peak of his career, and Merckx continued to dominate cycling throughout the 1970s. Over the next few years, he expanded his list of accomplishments by winning some of the most prestigious one-day races, including the Milan-San Remo, Paris-Roubaix, Liège-Bastogne-Liège, and Tour of Flanders. These victories made him a dominant force in both the Grand Tour and the one-day classics, earning him a reputation as one of the most complete cyclists to ever compete in the sport. Merckx's victories were not limited to specific types of races. He became renowned for his ability to perform in every race, whether it involved steep mountain climbs, flat sprints, or time trials. His versatility and unparalleled determination allowed him to build a legendary career, with an impressive array of victories that would make him one of the most decorated cyclists of all time. During his career, Merckx won the Tour de France 5 times: 1969, 1970, 1971, 1972, 1974, the Giro d'Italia 5 times: 1968, 1970, 1972, 1973, 1974, and the Vuelta a España once: 1973. His success was not confined to the Grand Tour, as he also amassed 19 one-day classic victories, including Milan-San Remo 7 times, Paris-Roubaix 2 times, and Tour of Flanders 2 times. Furthermore, He won the World Road Race Championship in 1974. Eddy Merckx's career is a testament to his versatility, dominance, and commitment to the sport of cycling. His list of achievements is long and varied, but some of the most remarkable milestones in his career include: five-time Tour de France winner. Merckx won the Tour de France 5 times: 1969, 1970, 1971, 1972, and 1974, a record that cemented his legacy as one of the greatest Grand Tour riders in history. His 1969 victory was especially impressive, as he also won 5 stages and the points classification. Five-time Giro d'Italia winner. Merckx's victory in the Giro d'Italia came in 1968, 1970, 1972, 1973, and 1974, making him one of the most successful riders in the history of this World Road Race Champion. 1974. One of the crowning achievements of his career came when Merckx claimed the World Road Race Championship in 1974, a title that few riders in history have managed to win. 19 one-day classic wins. Merckx's dominance in one-day races was unparalleled. He won Milan-San Remo 7 times, Paris-Roubaix twice, Liège-Bastogne-Liège 5 times, and the Tour of Flanders twice, among others. Record for Grand Tour victories. With 11 Grand Tour victories, including his 5 Tour de France wins, Merckx holds one of the most impressive records in cycling history, a mark that continues to stand as a benchmark for success. Prolific winner of stage races and time trials, Merckx also excelled in time trials, winning numerous individual stages across all major cycling events. His record in time trial stages was unmatched for many years. Eddy Merckx's career achievements are not just limited to his victories. His incredible dominance in every type of race, whether it was a multi-week Grand Tour, a one-day classic, or a short time trial, is what truly set him apart. His aggressive style of racing, often attacking from the front and maintaining an unrelenting pace, made him a rider to be feared by his competitors. His legendary consistency in winning across various terrains and, by the late 1970s, the physical toll of Merckx's intense racing schedule began to show. After years of dominance, he started to face stiffer competition, and his performance in the Grand Tour began to decline. In 1977, Merckx decided to retire from racing, marking the end of an era in professional cycling. Merckx's retirement was met with great respect, but it also signaled the end of an era of Belgian cycling dominance. However, his legacy was far from over. After retiring, Merckx remained deeply involved in cycling, working as a team manager, bike manufacturer, and promoter of the sport. His influence continued to shape the direction of cycling in Belgium and internationally. Today, Eddy Merckx is still widely regarded as one of the greatest cyclists of all time, with many considering him the cannibal of cycling for his insatiable hunger for victories. His records, especially his victories in the Tour de France, Giro d'Italia, and his one-day, in recognition of his unparalleled career, Merckx has been honored with numerous awards, including being named Sports Personality of the Century in Belgium and receiving the Flemish Sports Personality of the Year award several times. Even after retiring from competitive racing, he remains a powerful figure in the cycling world, an ambassador for the sport he helped elevate to new heights.